Leave it in. Leave it in, Alex. Bottoms, that's the sound of me sucking my teeth because I just ate pita chips and you're a bottom, so you just take it. You take our dead air. Hello, everybody. I'm tired, so you're getting a low energy intro today, but I'm so glad you're here. I hope your week is off to a great start. Today we have, known from going viral online, but also her HBO special, Atsuko. Great comic. We get into the idea of gender performance and brand in comedy, and it gets really vulnerable and soulful in the middle, but it's also really, really hilarious. We also get into micro-cheating, which I think is a really interesting topic. It's a good episode. I like Atsuko a lot. So yeah, and I'm currently on tour. You can go and check out my dates. A lot of podcast listeners lately missing shows. I don't know if I haven't been plugging it hard enough. That seems hard to believe. But can you sign up to get an email or text from me? I don't spam. I don't sell data. Okay? If I could, I would have already. Trust me. I would have done that. But I just want you to know when I'm coming. And if you don't want to go to the show, that's fine.
Also, Maddie's on tour this summer.
And Maddie's on tour. So do that for both of us. And then patreon.com/WHGS. We cannot do this without your donations. Thank you if you're already donating. Some really fun stories on our bonus episodes. You get a live stream, all kinds of cool stuff. Thanks, guys. Listener, this episode is brought to you by Helix, the best mattress that I've ever slept on. You got to get your rest this summer because you are going out and you're fucking, dude. You're fucking. Your hips are tired. Your forearms are tired. You need good rest. So go and get a Helix mattress. I absolutely know you're going to love them. And if you don't, there's 100 nights to try it, but I know you're going to love it. And right now, Helix is offering up to 30% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/gaysex. That's helixsleep.com/gaysex. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long with Helix. Better sleep starts now.
Before I perform, I sort of like pray to the drag queen gods. You know, there is so much commitment to performance. There is a perspective in each drag queen. I think like with stars, yeah, you know, it's easy to do an impression of them, you know?
Right.
Because they're distinct.
With your hairstyle, and I'm sorry I keep calling attention to it, but like, and kind of the way that you dress
I
a little
call
bit
attention
too.
to it.
Yeah, you do.
It's like signature.
I move head first
you
when
ever-
I walk into a room.
It is hot.
It's hot.
It's really hot, and no matter what you're paying for rent in this goddamn city, the landlord will fuck you up the ass, and that is my gay sex this week.
It is kind of like makes me less upset about my apartment. It's like when you find out that like rich people have like I found a cockroach. It's like, well, so this is as good as it gets.
When
You know what I mean? I'm like, I'll stop complaining about my apartment
I don't have
because it's
central
like,
air money in New York City, which is that's Lucas level.
wait, is this not central air?
No, these are. Well, I think they stick outside. Stick outside.
Oh, but they're not like window units. They're like nice.
They're fancy window units
that are built into the wall.
Yeah, but if you looked outside, there's still a grill.
Huh.
It's not like a window unit.
But
like,
it's closer to central air in
Walmart.
the sense that like
if central
like my
air
room
is a
gets like
spectrum, if central air is your gender, this is right down the middle. This is non-binary air.
yeah.
How do you feel my air conditioning identifies?
I feel like we love a relatable comedian. You know, we love relatable hosts. You know what I mean? You said the cockroach thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I was in your bathroom. You have the same toilet paper as my hotel room.
Really?
I said, she is doing good. I am so proud of her. It's the same.
That's amazing.
Ashley's toilet paper has squiggles. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
It's
yeah, like a
squiggle- when you
curvy
pull it-
perforation.
Yes. You go,
Yeah.
okay, art.
Yeah, that's fancy stuff.
Yeah, so I'm at the Chelsea Hotel. That's no easy feat. That's a fancy
Thank
hotel.
you so much.
That same paper. Same toilet paper.
Would you guys want to know about my toilet paper struggles? Because this has a backstory.
Yeah, it sounds really hard.
Okay. Oh. Let me guess. But it's hot today in the apartment. But it's hot. No, what's the struggle?
So the struggle is that I used to use bamboo toilet paper. Okay, because I have a lot of climate change fear. So I try to do everything that I can to not impact the environment as much as possible.
Respect.
Thank you. Which includes bamboo toilet paper. It chafed me.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I didn't expect that.
Bamboo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not bamboo. It's not like I'm not having a panda breaking it down in the hallway.
Right.
It's not straight
That
bamboo.
would be really unrelatable. Like, right? That would be like, okay, super, super rich.
Yeah, I
You're
don't
so
know.
rich.
I don't want to impact the environment, so I have a
Have a
bonobo
panda.
lick my ass.
Well,
yeah.
the thing is that the pandas are endangered. So this is both a conservatory.
Yes, it is.
Conservation effort?
Conservation.
Is it a conservatory?
Conservatorship.
That makes it sound like the pandas are
Britney
violinists.
Free
Yes,
panda.
their pandas won't pay. Their panda parents won't pay them out what they deserve.
For what they made on Zaboomafoo.
Yeah, free panda spears.
Yeah.
Free panda spears.
Yeah.
But I had the bamboo. It was chafing me. And it chafed me so bad that I moved to soft toilet paper, like the one you saw. And now I really can't go back. My ass has adjusted to the Charmin Ultra Soft or whatever it is.
And if you think about it, the perforations, it's like so it's not a whole piece that you get. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's still kind of climate friendly.
I don't know how much it is versus like one ply, but I don't use a lot of it. You get a lot of wipe for your buck.
Yeah.
You get a lot of
White.
wipe for your swipe, for your tear. What kind of toilet paper do you use at home? You don't have nice toilet paper?
Oh, just whatever the husband orders.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of on that. He's
What
the
a-
That's awesome.
I love that
he's
dynamic
like,
that
he's like the auto
buying.
pay.
He's what?
He's like auto pay. He's the
Right.
auto pay. He's like, I got it every month. Same toilet paper.
You're not thinking about toilet paper.
You
It's
need
not on your mind.
pads. Yeah, he gets.
He
the
gets you pads?
Yeah,
That rocks.
That rocks, dude.
yeah.
That rocks.
That's true.
Auto pay is crazy though, because then you have to know how much toilet paper you use a month. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right,
Like, I
of
feel like
course.
I don't have a good enough diet that it's like consistent.
Whenever I'm looking at that
Sure.
subscribe,
You know what I mean?
whenever
it's like it's not like an auto pay. It's like we
I
gotta
don't know how much halal
fly
I'm
by the
having.
seat of our pants.
No
yeah,
pun
it's
intended.
like no. What's the pun?
Shitting your pants.
Halal?
No, I went back to poop.
I missed it.
It's not really a pun, is it? It's more of a reference.
I'm still thinking of. I'm still thinking about endangered pandas. But
Well, but like you don't know how much you're going to use of fucking anything. How do you know who are these people that are subscribing? And like, are you modifying? Because whenever I hit subscribe, I then regret that I've subscribed. Because
Well,
now I
maybe
have
you
too
just
much.
have to have enough space in your house for when there's overflow.
You're
with
right. This is
ebbs
a
and flows.
New York does not have the. That's an LA thing. Subscribing. You can't subscribe in New York.
I subscribe
yeah?
to rabbit litter. But
Yeah?
that's pretty consistent. You know what I mean?
They get the same amount of lettuce every day.
Yeah, those fuckers have a
Maddie has a bunch
stable
of
digestive
rabbits.
system. I have
we
two
love.
rabbits.
Okay, we love a quirky girl. we love a farmer.
You know what is
Okay.
funny? Everything but your personality, like
Is
and
farmer?
it,
No, go ahead.
That's so
is manic
funny.
pixie dream girl. You like live in Brooklyn with your rabbits and you have your hair dye, but your core personality is male.
Hilarious.
It's really interesting. Jen and I were having a conversation about you. Actually,
Really? Hilarious.
I don't want to admit to it though, but now I have.
Please admit to it.
Well, what? Okay, it's wrong. What I'm about to say is not good.
Okay.
And not anything about you, but generally.
Okay.
Jen and I were.
Well, yes, and
Thank you so much.
We'll try.
I fucking love this.
Okay,
By the
let's
way,
see.
we're having gay sex. We're in the apartment. We're having gay sex. We're having gay sex with Atsuko. You know her from her incredibly viral videos, her massive tour, and her HBO special. So
thank you so much.
Thank you for being
Smooth
here.
segue.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, fast talk.
I couldn't find the applause one fast enough, and that seemed close enough thematically.
So, thematically, yes. We were basically like, okay, Maddie, I don't want to put you on blast or put you on the spot. We were just trying to figure out exactly how bisexual you are.
Hilarious. Interesting. How so?
Does that offend you that we were talking about that?
No, not at all.
Because we were like,
You leave those rabbits alone. What is happening? Wow. Okay, intervention. There's no AC here.
you know, honestly,
Wait, you mean like if
it's
I was
hot as
faking?
balls.
I just met you. I'm sorry for this. I'm
We're
sorry
admitting
for
a lot of
her.
stuff in like a heat-induced fugue state.
only met-
You're lying, bitch.
No,
You suck dick.
We only met once, but what is going on with
No,
you
that's
today?
fair. I think that's totally fair to ask.
Go ahead.
Here's now Maddie, you know, admittedly bisexual, has not hooked up with a woman yet.
Yeah.
Maybe ever. I'm beginning to worry about you.
We can't judge me by your sexual practices.
That's fine.
But how about the rabbits? Because so this came from manic pixie dream girl / maybe farmer to kind of questioning
farmer to
your identity, your
farmer
preferences.
living in Bushwick with dyed hair is a manic pixie dream girl, no?
Hilarious. Yeah,
Sure.
a little bit.
Isn't that kind of like what?
But not necessarily bi, is what you're saying?
Not necessarily bi. I would say manic pixie dream girl often bi.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah. No. I just was curious of your own. Have you ever reflected on, you know, because when you're there are people who are right down the middle. Like Jen says that she's right down the middle.
Like 50-50 split.
50-50 split.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now, let me clarify for the trolls. I do not think that there is an amount you have to be in order to claim bisexuality. I think anything goes.
Yeah.
But I was just curious about where you think you
Well,
fall.
I'm not like really hooking up with a lot of guys either.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
know.
thing is I just like, I don't really, casual sex doesn't do much for me. I like to sleep with someone when I have like a crush on them and I'm into them.
Right.
And if that happens, it happens. But I'm not like seeking out casual sex just because
We
it's not.
were just-
I'm just like whatever.
we just
I have
think-
I've had crushes on girls recently.
Yeah.
So it's like it's there.
Do you feel accosted?
No. It's interesting. I don't
do.
feel at all accosted.
I feel accosted. Anybody wondering about me? I'm sorry.
I mean,
Hi,
I think
I'm still
everyone's
here.
wondering about
I'm
you.
Just kidding.
I think everyone. Well, what percentage gay do you think? I think I am like 97% gay.
I'm probably like 70-30 straight gay.
Okay.
I'll let the tests figure it out.
You take the
I
Kinsey
like
test?
other people telling me. Yeah.
Well, you seem. Well, this is a great topic.
it's not about me. Are we still doing the intervention?
I don't know what we're doing.
I said I would. Yes,
I
sir.
regret doing
what
this
is-
so much,
Why?
Maddie. Because I fear the comment section, dude.
Oh.
Well, it's so exhausting that we would have to even anticipate that. I'm fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Who gives a fuck?
Great. Thank
Yeah.
you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I guess I am a little bit. I'm over-invested in you hooking up with a woman. I'll say it.
Oh, you don't say.
Okay. Well,
Ashley wants me to fuck a girl so bad. It'll happen at some
let's
point.
go out then. What
This-
are we?
this
What
is
are we
what I-
doing?
this is what
Aren't
I-
you going to play after this?
Yeah. I'll find someone there. But I
I'm
guess
just in no rush. You know what I mean? I'm
guess
just truly in no
here's-
rush to have any kind of like. I'm chilling.
I guess I'm just really excited for it to happen for you. And I thought I would make it happen faster. And maybe this is, I'm projecting that maybe I don't have the power that I thought I had.
Hilarious. Well, also you can't make it happen if I don't want to
Yeah,
do
you're
it.
really giving me nothing. I'm giving you girls in the comments being like, I will die for Maddie.
Yeah,
Maddie,
it's, like,
step
so
on my
sweet.
throat.
But that's not how I want
you
to.
would
don't even need to
slay
go
in the
out.
lesbian community is the thing.
Well, thank you.
You really would.
All in due time.
You know?
I just truly am in no rush. And like, yeah, casual sex. Also doing it if I'm like, I have to sleep with a woman feels just like so
No,
impersonal
no.
to me. I'm like, I don't know, I'll have a crush on someone and it'll happen. And I'm like, but it feels kind of cool also to be like, all right, I'm on my own timeline.
Yeah,
I'm in
yeah.
no rush. It doesn't matter. And like, I get why like, again, one of those things that it's like, it's exhausting to even like, this is so like in group, whatever. But like, I get why like people in the queer community would be weird about like, oh, you're bisexual, but you've never slept with a woman, blah, blah.
No.
Which
That's
like,
not cool.
but for me, I'm
This
like,
happens a lot in the gay community. Like lesbians, like toxic lesbians will be like, well, if you haven't done it yet, isn't there? Like,
but I
really
do
serious.
honestly,
No,
I
get
get
it.
why like if I
Yeah.
was on Hinge and I matched with a girl and I was like, I'm bi, but this is my first time. I get a girl being like, that's not my thing. I can't fuck with that. Like, I'd be like, whatever, for sure. But like, but I know that I'm bi.
Yeah.
So I don't feel any rush to like
Jen is going to
try
be
it out.
so
and-
mad that I brought this up. By the way. My girlfriend,
But
who
I'm
is
not
an
like, let me sleep with a
angel,
girl so I can know. Like I know, you know.
She always tells me socially what to do and what not to do. This was something explicitly that she told me not
she's
to
your
do.
autism add-on. She's
now
your
she's-
browser extension.
Because now she's also the villain, you know?
Yes, no,
For
I
not
did.
stopping. Hi.
Yeah, it's a no.
Thank you, honey. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, too late, actually. Oh, well.
Well,
What a sweetie.
We can move. Let me give some time to marinate on why it's important to me.
Okay.
Other than that, I think like a lot of people, when they realize they're bi, they're eager to like give it a try.
Is it because it would do numbers?
No, I don't think it would do numbers.
Some people,
I love you so much, but I don't think we have that power.
Hilarious.
there's also people who are in like a straight marriage that come out too as bi.
Totally.
And they're like not in an arrangement. You
Yeah.
know, like Stephanie Beatrice is one. I'm using her as an example just because she's a
There
celebrity.
are
and
so
she's
many
right-
of our listeners at home.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's fucked up to be like, oh, you're not bi. It's like, what about someone who realizes it while exactly what you said?
Totally.
Yeah,
It's also
and
like
so
you
like they
know,
won't ever
you know?
actually be able to hook up.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
totally.
because there's no arrangement or whatever. But do you need a segue?
No. Thank you. This podcast is so loose. We just do whatever we want, and then Alex figures it out. 'Cause-
Sure, of course.
By the way,
but
how
there was
good?
still a pigeon.
There,
So
yeah,
I
this
wanted
is
to touch
Larry.
it. I wanted to touch it. Yeah.
His name is
Named it.
Larry?
Someone named it Larry.
I didn't know his name was
Oh,
Larry.
Sam Ruddy named him Larry.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
okay.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Larry.
Yeah. No. yeah.
Alex, how far in are we?
13 minutes.
Brilliant. Also, how good does he look?
You look great. Did you do a makeover or something?
He has just been glowing up slowly over the course of this pod.
We love. Yeah.
I love the shirt. I love the chain.
yeah.
Yeah.
The muscles.
sick.
We
Thank
see
you.
them.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, he's
Yeah.
working out. Yeah.
Yeah. Skin looks good.
What
Is he, a piece of meat?
He is. This is now he's our cis straight guy.
I take back everything. I'm like, I am deranged. Yeah. He looks great. What is he? Hey, we stop what we're doing. Anyway.
No, I love it. People love the chaos, by the way. So be chaotic as you want.
Okay.
Also, I don't know how you have that haircut and not be a little bit chaotic.
No, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that's like got straight lines and is like neat about my life.
It's so perfect.
You have to.
It's
how
like
much
so
do you have
perfect.
to manage it?
I don't know that I could get my hair to lay like.
It's a lot. It's every 3 weeks. You
Oh,
know?
wow.
3 weeks to 4 weeks. Yeah. And then, so it's like, even if I'm like on tour or something,
Yeah.
I have to hang on until I'm able to see my person that can do this. Back in LA. It's
Bowl
kind of
specialist.
wild. Yeah, for real, bowl specialist. She's also like a social worker now, so she has better things to do.
Oh my God.
She's helping the world. She's being a better person. She has to like set time for me to do this on
But
me.
can't you argue?
Hilarious. You're like, stop with the orphans. I need to.
For real. She's like helping like unhoused veterans. You know what I mean?
Oh my god!
I know.
That's so nice.
I
And what, she
know.
cuts hair for extra cash?
Well, it's a newer thing in her life. She was just a hairstylist, and then she's like, I want to do more, you know. And so
She tacked
went to
on
school.
social
Wow.
work.
Social worker, yes.
That's crazy.
Her ultimate goal is to just work with like unhoused like trans youth, and yeah, she's just like an angel. And
That's amazing.
What are we doing? Why am I here?
hey, you tried bamboo toilet paper.
I did. I tried to help.
You were like
I don't like
DiCaprio.
single use. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Single use plastic. Fuck that. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to ask you a little. You have like a pretty big. What I do?
No, sorry, I'm just imagining because I'm just still remembering you saying that you try to use less toilet paper.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, she has a dirty butt. But anyway, that's just my stupid. I'm 12.
Here's the thing. Okay, my butt is clean
No, of course.
because
yeah.
thank you. Because I use the toilet paper. I'm very thoughtful about wiping my butt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rock on.
You have to.
You're a big boy.
I am a big boy. Also, I do things that are butt adjacent frequently. You know, my girlfriend
Oh.
goes down on me. Other women are in that area. I'm in an open relationship. Other women are in that area. You got to have a clean butt.
Yeah, you gotta. You're
Yeah.
hosting.
And it's not
Yeah.
all toilet paper. I take it back. There's water, there's soap. towels.
I have everything. I have the
I
full
want to get a
kit for
bidet
wiping
so
my
bad.
butt.
Do you have a bidet?
Didn't I
No.
give you my bidet?
Yeah, but I can't figure out how to attach it to my toilet.
You have a bidet too?
Thank you for
Just
that.
I
forgot
got
about that.
one from Tushy and
Oh, incredible.
I'm gonna try to set it up.
Just hire a TaskRabbit.
But we have like an old. I don't even know if you can attach it to our toilet. Our building's from like 1928.
Alex is
You
stepping
probably
in.
can.
You think
Mine's
so?
also that, and I attach a bidet to mine.
Really?
Alex,
Okay, maybe I'll do it.
bidet guy.
And
don't
look
know
what
about
it's
that.
done to his
Yeah, I
face.
mean,
Yeah, I
that's
could
where
use
it
it, dude.
started. That's where the glow up
Alex,
started. What?
Is there anything you'd like to share with us
About what? The bidet?
about the bidet?
What?
Well, you think that makes you gay?
No, I'm not saying it makes you gay.
What?
I'm just saying there are things that happen sometimes.
What do you mean? I don't
I don't
Okay,
get it.
stop it
I'm
there.
genuinely unsure.
All of you are too fucking straight, okay? I'm the minority in the room today.
It's funny because that's actually like a talking point that
I just erase you completely by erasure.
it is a talking point people have put on like Reddit or something.
What, water going up your ass?
It's like, oh, I don't do that. I don't use soap because I'm not gay.
Oh my God, yeah, did you see that Reddit
I
thread?
don't put soap on my butt. That I'm not gay.
There was a Reddit thread of this woman being like, my
Yeah.
like boyfriend won't wipe his ass
Right.
because he thinks that anything in or clean his ass because he thinks
Yeah.
anything in
That
his butt
is not
cheeks
what I'm referring
is
to.
gay, and he just has like shit in his ass 24/7.
That's
Right.
disgusting.
Because he is gay and he won't wipe his ass because he knows to like come.
Yeah.
Like that's
know.
what that is.
And that's actually a great point. If you're not touching your asshole out of fear of being gay, it actually turns out that you're gay.
yeah.
I
It's
am just
sad.
saying, if you need to wash your butt in a pinch, a bidet is a great option for that. And washing your butt in a pinch might mean that someone is sniffing around the area. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Oh,
Oh.
that's your logic train.
Yeah, I didn't-
Like,
I
why
I
are you
just got a
cleaning?
mess down
Yeah.
there. It's just a mess down there. I needed high-powered materials.
But so
It's still
also,
insane that it's not
manage it.
normal.
also you
Everyone
just
should
want
be-
to stay. You just want to feel clean.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the big thing.
And thank you for supporting the Japanese community.
That's actually why we brought you on this episode.
I know.
This episode is brought to you by Tushy, and we have Atsuko. Nope, they are no longer a sponsor. I don't know why, but we haven't had them in a while. Tushy, come back,
Please.
We liked you. I think Tushy thought we're having gay sex, and they thought they'd get more gay men,
Oh.
and turns out it's lesbians.
Joke's on you.
Yeah, sorry guys at Tushy, but everyone loves a queen butt. Go use my code from Tushy. I'll find it. Listener, are you listening to our Patreon exclusive You're Having Gay Sex? Well, here's a sneak peek of what you missed last week.
We have sex for a couple of hours, and I make her come twice on my first time.
go.
The amount of pride I felt was insane.
I
Come on, come queen. Yes, you come, you come. Come queen is coming. Come. I make girls come.
Wow.
A little more than you do sometimes.
That's probably true.
But actually, most of the time, I don't make any girls come.
What?
Because I live in a van and it's hard to
what's
have sex with people.
Is the cum queen
Hey,
okay?
come queen.
My little cum queen, my little cum queen. There are 4 bonus episodes a month of this series, You're Having Gay Sex, on our Patreon at the $10 tier and then 2 at the $5 tier. Patreon.com/WHGS. You have a huge gay male following, right? Or at least I
Yes.
convinced myself of that.
Yes. Yeah. And my followers are like 70% women.
Yeah.
And so there's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's gays in there too. Yeah.
Do you feel like, and you like Dylan Adler opens for you. You know what I mean? Do you ever
domestically? Yeah.
Do you feel like I have not? It's interesting because I'm gay, but I have not had that connection with a gay man the way like a straight woman can. Do you know what I mean?
Sam Morrison?
Yeah, but I'm not his.
like a connection with
He
gay
and I
men?
are like brother and sister.
Like connection on like a, this sounds maybe problematic, but like a,
It's okay. I've already fucking tanked the episode.
I was going to say like a,
I asked my assistant, my editor, if he's having if anyone's rimming him. So whatever I told you that you weren't bisexual. And so whatever you have to say.
It's okay. You brought it back because, you gave props to the Japanese community.
And that evens out everything.
Yeah. And you were like, oh, use my code. You couldn't remember it, but you were like,
it's either gay, WHGS, or gay sex. Try those 3.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Boom.
Oh, but you mean like on like a kind of like sisterhood vibe, for lack of a better term?
No,
Does that sound fucked up?
I mean,
but do you know what I mean?
In a way where they're not calling you mom, mother.
No, they're not.
That's
calling,
what I
they're
mean
calling
is
you
like
mother.
a- like a-
Right,
Sam is
right.
not calling me mother.
Yeah, but that's what I mean is when
He's
you're
calling
like
me dad.
hilarious,
Not daddy, dad.
hilarious.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it, but it's not as cool as mother.
I
You're
don't-
getting mother from gay men.
I don't need to be mother. There's mothers. There's
You don't.
There's real mothers.
I love that you're walking this line. No, they've chosen you. This is not something that you choose.
I've caught Dylan calling other people mother,
That's okay.
and I'm like, okay, how many of us are raising?
Well,
you?
gay men famously very open relationships, so it
I
wouldn't
know.
surprise me that if there were multiple mothers.
Yeah, because there's also generations of mothers, right? So like he was with Margaret Cho. She's mother. She's
She's another hag for sure.
she's like another generation above me or 2 generations above
Yeah.
me almost. So yeah, of course, she's original mother. So like when I'm around Margaret,
OGM.
she's mom.
Yeah.
I'm sister or something.
Yeah.
So
Sister.
relationships change, depending. Like me and gay men is what I'm saying. Depending
Yeah.
on who's in the room, it's about respect. It's about like
No, I
knowing
didn't
your
even know
knowing
this.
your history.
Yeah.
It's just like knowing who came
Gay
first.
men have a little bit more, I think, respect for that gay history. I think because of the AIDS crisis.
Interesting.
They were so much more deeply affected than gay women. I think they have a little more, and because it's a little more obvious when they're out, I think that they have a little more of that than gay women do. I wish it's
Interesting.
something gay women had a little more of. Because we just fucking cast Ellen off, man. We just fucking went, fuck you, get out of here. And I don't think gay men would have done that to her had she been a gay man.
Huh, interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah,
a thought.
just like appreciation for like, well, there's seniority and so-and-so's been here. And, right, like pulling out timelines, right? Like,
Yeah.
like gay men would,
Totally.
would do that and know that.
Yeah.
To knowing, okay, when the monkeypox is happening, we got vaccines, boys. We got vaccines. So you
Right,
can get in
this-
line here.
yes,
and here.
that's so
They
true.
organize
Yeah.
and they're like, remember what happened last time? And then they killed off monkeypox. So yeah, they like to like
Yeah.
be part of like big movements.
It's- yeah.
They have energy. You know what I mean?
They're boys. They're men.
They're better than us. They're just better. They're stronger. They have more energy. They can mobilize. What are we doing? We're complaining. We're mad at each other. I threw women under the bus immediately. I was like, women wouldn't.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
But that's a movement too.
Yeah,
Throwing people under the bus.
it is. It is. It's
Someone
important.
has to.
Someone has to, and the lesbians are doing it.
And that's why
Oh boy, are the lesbians doing it.
and that's why you're my mother.
Thank you
Wow.
so much.
Of course. Happy
Huge moment.
belated Mother's Day. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And so, yeah. I don't know what it is. Is it that they feel safer around a straight woman? I don't know. As well? Who knows?
I mean, I feel some camaraderie over like talking with gay men about men who are cute, or talking with my straight guy friends about girls who are cute.
I love
like
that.
there is
Straight
something
guy
just
friend?
of like we're attracted to the same people, so there's some kind of like, oh my god, you see that? You know what I mean?
But it's also like the femininity, I think, like of straight women, which sounds obvious. But I think it's not just men. It's like on that femininity level.
Yeah, interesting.
It's
There's
almost
probably a
like
space where both parties feel a little safer to be feminine because you're safe in each other, kind of a thing.
yeah. Wait, I think I just found it a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you think that anything that like with your hairstyle, and I'm sorry I keep calling attention to it, but like and kind of the way that you dress
I
a little
call
bit
attention
too.
to it.
Yeah, you do.
It's like signature.
I move
Yeah.
head first
Do you
when I
ever-
walk into a room. I don't want anyone. I go, this is all I'm presenting.
Do you feel like you can't change it because it When you're going viral, dude, you fucking see it. You know, like when you're going through the For You page, like that's Atsuko, you know?
Yeah, and I'm kind of a history nerd in that way too, where it's like I think performers, and you have a very distinct look too.
Yeah, and I feel pretty bound to it, but also keeps my hair out of my face, which is a more practical thing. I'm actually going to turn my hat around.
No, yeah, you find
Speaking
something
of branding.
Yeah. Oh my God, who is this?
This hat's too big, but
It's got a big window.
the employees at Dunkin' just gave it to me.
That's fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
Isn't it cool?
Do you
Well,
have
I
a-
wanted the
do you
shirt,
have a
but they
code?
gave me the hat.
Do you have a code for
Yeah,
Dunkin's
this is
too?
a Dunkin.com/gay sex. Don't go there. It doesn't exist. Actually, go
Or does
there.
it?
Let's
Yeah.
see what happens.
Hell yeah.
Hilarious.
No, yeah. I mean, I think comedians we're kind of like cartoon characters. I think of it that way, like Minnie Mouse, we're like Mickey Mouses.
Yeah.
We have a certain look, we have a certain perspective that you can expect out of us. And so, yeah, and I love that though about being performers. You can recognize so-and-so from in the back of their head, the way they walk, I think like with stars, it's easy to do an impression of them,
Right.
because they're distinct. They're that distinct. The forgettable people. Wow, who am I? RuPaul, the forgettable people.
RuPaul. Most forgettable man on the planet.
No, I think it's like
I'm me judging.
I think you're saying being like the nobodies. You're out.
I didn't even get it. I didn't even get that's how not into gay men I am. I didn't even get the RuPaul reference. No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's also it's I think it's an appreciation of art and history, and because you were just talking about hair, but I'm still trying to figure out.
Well, I'm going to come back to it
Yeah.
because it is a little costumey. And I almost wonder if that costumey thing that sometimes straight women like Lady Gaga, for example, have is almost akin to drag.
Huh. There is a thing, I remember seeing this on Twitter or something, and it was like, someone was like, I might be butchering this. I think it was a cis woman saying like, I appreciate trans women because they showed me that there's like joy in womanhood and not just like burdensome suffering.
Bro, I was going to snap and I want to myself. Why? I was going to snap, dude.
It's snap worthy. That's what the snaps are for.
Yeah, but I
no,
don't-
it really
that's
is fucking
just-
beautiful.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's really fucking beautiful. And I was like, yeah, that's totally it. Is I always like resented being a woman, and through like queerness and other queer people
Oh
and
my
like
God, I fucking
gay men
love
and,
that.
and not to say that gay men are feminine, but like trans women,
No,
it's like
the
there's
celebration
a thing in,
of femininity.
yeah, and in affectations and interests that I was always taught were shameful, to see people like enjoy them and do them even though they were told they shouldn't
And
is
then
like
on a competitive level, too.
to go pro.
I went pro as a woman, dude.
yeah.
God,
That's drag.
don't you kind of
It's
hate
going
men
pro
for that?
as a woman.
Men took
That's
womanhood
so
and then
funny.
made it a
and
competitive
fucking
sport.
dunked on us, dude.
But I think that's kind of what you do. There's just something in your energy that I think I don't. You get what I'm trying to say a little bit?
100%.
Yeah.
Drag queens. Before I perform, I sort of like, I guess pray to the drag queen gods. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, because there is so much commitment to performance. There is a perspective in each drag queen from naming themselves a certain thing. Patagonia, what is she? A drag queen who is lives in Bend, Oregon, and is a climate change activist. It's in the name, and that's your character, and so you stick to it. And I love that. I love that about and so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you feel like also like when you in being like a public figure of any kind and you're creating this like not caricature of yourself but like heightened presentational version of yourself, that it does require you to like investigate yourself first to figure out what's there? Like you kind of learn about yourself through that process.
Yeah.
You know what I
think so.
mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like, how do I want people to perceive me? And then it's like, well, who am I first?
I think for me, it's a cycle. Like, it's like, people really drawn to the aggression, like the playful aggression. The like seeing a woman like dominate over like a dude most of the time. And that became like a cyclical thing for me. I saw it and then I was like, oh, people like this perspective. And it gave me permission to kind of lean into it a little bit. Whereas before I started going viral, I really ran away. I always felt like I have to be a palatable, friendly gay.
Interesting.
Like, I have to talk about fucking women and like people like that too. But like, I ran away from the sort of like, no, I know things and I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to tell you strongly.
Yeah.
Because I thought that wasn't palatable. And then the
Interesting.
internet, one of the only good things about the internet for me that I've liked is like seeing that people valued my strength.
That's very cool.
And sometimes anger or like indignance.
Yeah. Hey,
Interesting.
I didn't do good on the SATs. But
Wait, kind of off of that. Oh, sorry. Were you about to say something?
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say off of that. Like, do you think you would have a different sense of style or sense of carrying yourself if it wasn't for performance? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, for me, I'm like, I don't know that I would like I might dress differently or present differently or do different things if I wasn't like on stage and thinking about how people look at me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you have a really strong sense of style, for sure.
Yeah, probably without performance, I wouldn't have known that this is really me, even if it's a heightened
Totally.
version of me.
Yeah.
You know? I think, and like what you were saying, Ashley, like what I was going to say is what the brand you tend to land on is what you used to run away from, is what I've realized.
Yes. Oh my God. And it's so much of like childhood stuff that
Yeah.
like, oh, this is who I was when I was like in middle school.
Yeah.
And it's like, I abandoned it because I thought I had to grow out of it. And then you come back to it.
That's why what really hurt me about like with all this online stuff and people writing, like my anger on stage definitely comes from a place of feeling like I could not have emotions as a child.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like there was no space for me to have any kind of anger. You know what I mean? So that's for me like where it comes from. Like big emotions are not frowned upon on stage.
Wow. Yeah, I
know?
get that too. Stuff that you're punished for in daily life. Like I'm such a like people pleaser and hate conflict. But on stage you can be like, you're a fucking fat asshole. Fuck you. Like you can be so mean.
Yeah.
And it's like rewarded and it's cathartic in a way where it's like I can't be that person in real life. And I don't want to be that person in real life. But it's like, and they're
Right.
both me, but you know what I mean? But it is like parts of yourself that you're like, oh, I can't. Yeah, I suppress this in daily life.
Yeah.
I suppress like anger.
That's why
and being,
everyone
like,
should be doing theater and improv at some point in their life. It's such an incredible.
Yeah, it helps you find you.
Yeah.
This is a haircut I used to get made fun of when I was a kid. And I was afraid
Am I going to cry on this episode?
No, but you know what I mean? And I wear bright colors and bold colors and things that I avoided because I didn't want to be a freak. You know, I was an immigrant and I didn't want to stand out. Fellow Asian Americans were my bullies because they were like, no, please don't hang out with us. We just stopped getting bullied because I look like I just fresh came from Japan, you know? And so now I'm embracing, aesthetically at least, those are the things that I used to, you know, not want to be known as a freak for, but now I'm like proudly wearing it, right? And so, yeah, it's all the things that you used to be afraid of. I used to be afraid of being joyful, and that's why I think my comedy's more joyful, because that is a huge part of who I really am. But, you know, in the past I was like, I don't know, maybe I just don't show that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
That was really, this was a very beautiful little segment that I didn't know we were going to have. That's
my
why I
God.
love doing this pod. Like,
He's like, it's only been, we're like, how long has it been? He's like, 18 minutes.
listener, pride is over. Oh, don't you feel exhausted? Are you catching up on those Z's on a Helix mattress? You should be. You should be, because it's the only mattress good enough to catch you up on rest after a wild, raunchy pride. In all seriousness, guys, I love my Helix. I've been sleeping on it for a few years now. It's the best sleep I've gotten in my life. And one of the reasons that it's the best is I went to helixsleep.com/gaysex. I took their 2-minute mattress quiz. I put in all of my information, my lumbar pain, that I have a partner who prefers a cooler mattress, and it spat out the perfect mattress for me. And guess what? I wasn't even worried, because I had that 100-night trial that they give you to try your mattress. And if you're not satisfied, you can send it back, but you will be satisfied. I know it. It's the best mattress around. There's a 10 to 15-year warranty, you know, if anything goes wrong, but it won't. And don't just take it from me. Helix has been awarded the #1 mattress picked by GQ and Wired magazine, and it's even recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as a go-to solution for improving your sleep. Helix is offering up to 30% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/gaysex. That's helixsleep.com/gaysex. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now. The thing I want to talk a little bit about is like micro flirting. So micro flirting, I think, is like this idea, or micro cheating rather.
Huh. Okay.
Is this idea that when you're in a relationship, is it okay to like kind of like flirt a little, maybe with a coworker, or like a friend, or like kind of make eyes at someone, but you're not going to do anything. You're not going to cheat on them. Well, whatever cheating means to you. Someone might think that that's cheating. Obviously, I'm in an open relationship, so no. But it's this idea that it's actually, I read somewhere that it's actually good for you.
That makes sense.
To kind of like tap into your confidence and your sexuality a little bit.
And to still feel like you could, and then maybe you don't have the urge as much to actually do it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I get that.
Yeah.
I feel like it just depends on what people are. Are you
feels-
asking if it's like, if we think it's okay?
No, I mean, I'm leaving it just open as a topic.
It feels
Oh.
like such a Christian. Did Christians come up with this?
Probably.
Yeah,
It
feels
feels,
a little-
very like I must not. It feels very prairie.
It's literally lusting after
right.
your neighbor's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
100%. It's like pilgrim, like,
Yeah.
Right. It's
Don't do
okay.
that.
Or, yeah, but then it's also like, but it's okay to do that because it's not really cheating.
Right.
It just feels.
Well, you're also
Yeah, like a Mormon loophole, it's like soaking or something.
yeah.
But also, like, you're a human being. You're going to, like, feel that desire, and it's going to be crazy. It's crazy to be like, my pupils would never dilate at
Hilarious.
someone. Like, you can't prevent two people having their pupils dilate at each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
I don't know. Well,
But I will say when I'm in a relationship, if I'm like in love, I don't really feel the urge to flirt with other people. Like, I think I'm just pretty monogamous. Like, I can't recall a time that I've been in a relationship and been interested in anybody else.
yeah.
So for
but,
some
like,
people, like for me, I would feel like, oh, I don't think that's a thing that should happen in my relationship
but
because
maybe over 15, 20 years,
Yeah.
someone might flirt with you.
That's
and
a good
you might
point.
be like, oh, that's kind of nice. But then go home,
yeah, that's true.
you know?
Yeah, I don't hate that. I think that's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Would you talk about it with your partner, do you think?
I think I would hope that I had a relationship where we talked about that. Yeah.
I don't know.
Because that's also hot too, is like somebody wanted you, but you're mine, either direction. That's hot.
Yeah.
So it's like ideally, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I would only feel weird about it if they didn't tell me. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
I guess I'm bringing it up because I had 2 girls with partners flirt with me pretty hardcore
Well,
for like, maybe 10, 15 minutes. And I was like, oh,
They're both there at the same time.
no. That would be so
Oh.
cool.
Yeah,
That would be really,
and
really
also so organized. I'm like, how did you figure this out? Both of you have different partners.
they both have partners and they're both not in open
Let's
relationships.
corner her after a show together.
I'll take the first 7. You take another 7. We'll see who she wants at the end of the night. No, I don't think they were in open relationships.
Interesting.
Because at the end, the first girl, I later saw her again. Where did I see her? Some city, maybe LA. I think I saw her again in LA. She flirted with me in New York. I saw her again in LA. I was like, do you still have that boyfriend? Because we flirted for, a while, and I thought she was super cute. And then I went to ask for her number, and she was like, I have a boyfriend. And I was like,
How was she flirting? How aggressive was the flirting? Because maybe she didn't think she was flirting.
I don't know. I thought it was in the bag.
What was she doing?
Touching my arm. Gotta, if you're touching the arm.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, yeah. There's poking.
No, she
Because sometimes
wasn't.
I have that with girls where I'm like, are we
I don't know,
flirting or are we
tickling.
just being
Yeah.
like girlies?
Punching,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
No, come on. Who am I being girlies with, Maddie?
I guess so. I don't know. I'm just saying, was she
What do you think I was like, oh my God, your nails. Like I didn't,
hilarious?
I'm not being girlies.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
That's
yeah.
why I don't get along with gay men as much.
Hilarious.
Because
So
I'm not being girlies.
So how do you feel being on the other end. The
Well, this is what
other
I'm
end
saying.
Of being a micro flirting
Yeah, I'm
situation.
like, if you're gonna do this with me, thank you for asking me.
No, because then
Great
you're
question.
just like, you're just this thing. It's like, what am I, just me?
Yes, exactly.
For your entertainment, so you
So
can go
you're
back.
doing your little thing. I don't think what you did was so wrong. I don't think you need to tell your boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you're just feeling hot. Maybe you're tapping into your bisexuality a little bit. Whatever. But I would have appreciated a heads up at the beginning of the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like maybe, well, she's like, hey, honey,
Exactly. How do you know her?
Ashley wanted to hook up. Do I know her? I don't know, but I'm assuming she's a
Incredible
comedian.
impression.
She's a comedian because she's bi-coastal. Or you saw her in New York and LA.
No, she's not a comedian.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't think
yeah.
she's a comedian anyway.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But either way, you know, it's she gets to rock her socks off or whatever the term is.
You're totally right.
Hey, you know, pretend Ashley's here.
Get
or
her rocks off and then knock off her socks.
They get to role play being like, okay, pretend Ashley's in the room.
Right.
Hurry, let's. You know.
And that's a terrible role play because that's a straight relationship. So I'd be like, I don't
Hilarious.
want to watch this. Can you get me out of here, please?
or whatever. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Yeah,
Right.
but you know, yeah. And then you didn't get anything out of it except maybe embarrassment. Because you were like, can I get your number? And she's like, no, what am I, gay? Like, in June? That's a hate crime.
Hilarious.
Who is this person? I'll kill her.
Well, she's probably listening. She knows I really like her.
Okay.
That's so funny.
Oops, my bad.
So no, I have no idea. But
She's my manager. I don't know.
but yeah, I don't know. I thought it went a little. I was a little annoyed. I feel like if you're gonna do it, you have to do it with someone you know is not available. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then it happened to me again, but I got into it faster. The second time, I was like, "Oh, are you guys dating?" Because she was with someone else. I think I'm gonna start asking a little earlier. It's just so hard to ask someone if they're dating somebody.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
then and are you also open?
Yeah.
And you guys are only talked for 15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
So that I would argue that is pretty early in.
yeah.
You didn't talk for like a week.
No, you're right. I'm being annoying.
I think that's about as early as you could
I'm being
appropriately.
annoying. That's fair. I'm being ungrateful. She was probably actually totally within her right, and I apologize to everyone involved.
She's listening. She's like, I punched her arm. I punched her arm. Whatever.
She's not interested at all. She's like, why the fuck does Ashley keep
And
flirting
she's,
with me?
yeah. And she's like, oh, she
I
touched
literally
my
punched her arm and went, get away from me. You're invading my personal space.
And the way you tell it to her, she was like, stop.
I mean, I thought it was very, I think she got me up here. I think this is like kind of the flirting place. Shoulder to elbow.
Oh, okay.
If you touch me here, I'm going to think you're interested.
okay. then-
Interesting,
And
really.
I'm going to be a little bit, okay,
Wow.
if you're not.
Damn.
I don't know. Where do you guys touch people?
Shoulder. Well, I don't know how you determine these things.
feel like-
Elbow to shoulder.
Yeah, because of comedy, I feel like I'm actually pretty touchy with a lot of the men in my
little
life.
bit
Like
here.
not like touchy, like flirty, but just like we're always hugging a hand on someone's arm, like, hey, see you later. Like I do that all the time to people, and they do it to
Different
me.
when it's like a friend of yours that you already know.
I guess so versus like a stranger.
Stranger touching me here.
Yeah. Okay. The stranger, I get it. Yeah. Yeah.
They shouldn't be touching
Is
me
it
at all.
because it's closer to like your head or something?
I think it's proximity
I don't
to
know.
head. I think it's head proximity.
I obviously I'm not.
Because
Gonna,
think about it. If I stroke Maddie's cheek, the
That's really
comment
good.
section is going to go nuts.
But if I
you
was like-
stroked,
hey.
exactly.
Hey.
It depends.
No, a thigh touch
is it a
is-
No, a thigh
clamp?
touch is huge.
Okay.
Is it more like a clamp? You know, like hey.
Yeah, you're right. It has to be a light pat. Anything else is weird. And it's head genital proximity.
Yeah.
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 Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Making me think this is I don't know why, but I was like, well, then people who have a foot fetish, it's almost like a wormhole where it folds back on itself, and where you end is where you start. You know what I mean? Where they're like feet are close to your head.
I was about to say, I get how autistics struggle because we're trying to quantify this right now and there's really nothing that makes sense.
That's so funny.
There's no way to
You're like, well, technically it was above my elbow, so I should have been. Yeah.
Yeah, mathematically speaking, none of it makes any sense.
Like, well, I guess I should
just
calculate
know.
the proximity from my head to my Yeah.
Scientifically, what gets people turned on is head, shoulders, knees and toes.
That's
But it was. We've had the signs.
Yeah. Well, Maddie, did you have gay sex this week?
I did not have gay sex this week, but I had a little adventure at the Las Vegas airport. So, okay.
And everyone knows when it comes to gay sex, the Las Vegas airport is absolutely the gay sexiest place that you can be.
Gay sexiest is very fun.
Well, the Las Vegas airport is fun because they have slot machines.
I would argue it's sad because they have slot machines.
It is sad.
But it is of note because they have slot machines.
Yeah.
Did you see that video of the guy getting off the plane and running to the slot machine? And it was like, this motherfucker couldn't wait. It's
what
like
video?
the saddest thing I've ever seen. There's a video someone took at the airport of a guy running off a plane and like feverishly going to the slot machine. It was like so sad. It's like
That is really
it's
sad.
like a city
That guy lost his
fuels
house
addiction.
at some point.
It's like not good. But I got to the Las Vegas airport. I was doing a week at the Comedy Cellar in Las Vegas, and I was texting Liz.
Where do they put you up?
You stay at the hotel that it's in at the casino, the Rio.
Oh.
Super cool.
Yeah.
But I fucked up because I was texting Liz, one of the managers, the night before, and she was like, "You're getting in Monday?" And I was like, "Yeah." I took a red eye, and the red eye got in at 12. And in my head, I was like, overnight into the morning, 12, noon. I just like didn't clock it. I got in at midnight, and midnight Sunday night, and I couldn't check in until Monday morning. And I was like, I don't know where I'm gonna go, and I can't hit them up because everyone's like asleep, and I'm just in the airport
call
like,
me.
oh, that's so sweet, thank you. If it had been an emergency, I would have figured something out. But here's what happened. This is where I'm getting very good at like.
Maddie's like, I don't call Ashley because she said I wasn't bisexual enough.
I could not care less.
Wait, what? You have a house in Vegas or something?
No, but I would have spotted her a hotel. I got all
Oh,
kinds
that's
of points.
so sweet.
Oh, right,
That's
right,
so
right.
sweet. Thank
Got
you.
it, got it.
But I was like, I'm gonna figure something out. And what I did, well, for a second, I was like, I'll just sleep in the airport. And then I was like, no. And then I Googled just like beds near me because like not hotels. There's some like pay by the hour places. I was like, it's Vegas. Here's the thing that they don't tell you. There's a fucking secret. Do you know about this?
Before you get into this, I just have to say beds near me is one of the more dystopian. Like we live in a society now where we don't go home so often, where we're constantly just needing sleep, that you can Google bed near me
Hilarious.
and pay for a bed.
Wow.
It's also a little bit of me. It's also just me being bad at administrative tasks, and I booked myself a flight that got in at midnight because I'm stupid. But I found beds near me yielded some results. Because oh no, you know what it was? I searched. I went on Reddit and I was like, "Can you sleep in the Las Vegas airport? Like, will they kick you out?" And apparently, generally, you kind of can just sleep in airports and nobody gives a fuck. But also,
Because lots of people are laid over. Things happen all
and
the
just
time.
they assume.
Yeah.
Las Vegas airport. Did you know this? Secret underground pay by the hour beds.
That's incredible.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, they need to talk about. You were talking about this. Good.
I
It's hard to
actually-
find, but oh no, go ahead.
No, I actually do think, because I travel enough, those things are actually important to me. Not all airports have sleep pods, and we need to know the official list of airports and terminals with sleep pods.
Yeah.
And it's annoying if it's not in your terminal. Switching terminals?
Well, I thought I fucked up because I accidentally went through the exit trying to look for it, and I was like, fuck. Now I can't get back into the airport. Now I'm just in Las Vegas. Like, now I'm really fucked. But it was outside. You had to do that to get to it. I get to it. They don't advertise it. I had to like find it on Reddit, and someone told me how to get there because I think it's for like pilots and stuff. Like, they're not trying to make it super accessible to everybody.
Got it.
Because there's like a gym, and some
Pilots,
sleep
sex
pods.
addicts.
Yeah, there was. I was like, all right, I can't imagine. Prostitution's like legal. I'm like, this probably is not ideal, but
We're not saying it's not real work. It's definitely real work, but we don't want it happening next to us in our pod.
I don't
We
want to
don't know-
sleep on it. I don't want to sleep on the
Right.
debris of it. The
debris,
It's a job, and if you're an accountant, I don't want to sleep on your paperwork.
Yes,
like, it's not my business. That's like uncomfortable. I want like a clean bed.
Exactly, and we don't know how often they're cleaning because it's so hard to find this place.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Go on.
But go in there. The only other person there was like a pilot at the gym, which is why I was like, oh, this is who this is for. But I go in, I get my little sleep pod. I paid like $100 for 10 hours. Crazy.
That's
Go
pretty
in,
good.
And it was like a little spa room. There was like a little lamp, and I put like my, stuff away. I turned off the lights, and it was a time. It was a comically small bed. Like, it was like a twin, like it was literally just enough for your body. And I was like, it was a bed size that said, do not fuck here. Like it was very clear that they were like, this is just for a single person to sleep on for the love of God.
Wait, there was an actual sign?
No, but the bed was just so small that I was like, I know why they're doing that.
Smaller than a twin, basically.
Yeah, it felt like a dorm room bed or something.
A sleeping bag.
It was teeny tiny. Yeah, it was like a massage table.
Okay.
But got in there, slept for like 10 hours. I was a little scared because I was like, I'm a girl, I'm alone. You could lock the door. And
you're non-binary and you're alone.
Wow. What an arc. What an arc. She's come around.
Oh, but you know what's funny? I was like, wow, I can't believe more people don't do this. Why is it so cheap? You know why people don't do it is because in the hours where the airport is closed, like it's not closed, you can be in there.
It's just hard to get back in.
No, not even that. There's no flights going in. It's like from like whatever it is, like 1 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Yeah.
There's not like, there's nothing happening. So that's when they test all of the alarm systems. And so I get into this room and there's a little thing that's like, enjoy your sleep. Also, we can't control the alarm systems. So every like maybe half hour, it was like, testing the Las Vegas airport alarm system.
Wait, I fucking love that you misscheduled one thing and now you know more about airports than anybody.
Jeez.
I do enjoy it. I was like, what a fun little route to
Yeah.
like, yeah. Well, so I was like, luckily I have my noise canceling headphones. The Apple AirPod Maxes are such a fucking great investment if you fly all the time because they so cancel all the noise. So I just slept in those and like would hear the dim, like, it's almost comforting. You know what I mean? It's like when your parents are talking in another room, it was like, wah, wah. That's the alarm
It
system.
was comforting in the headphones.
Well, it was comforting because I wasn't sleeping in a fucking Waffle House. So that was nice. But yeah, I got my 10 hours of sleep. I learned about the alarm system.
Yeah.
I'm such a deep sleeper though that it was like fine.
Are you a deep sleeper?
I guess I could be with alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a light sleeper and Jen is a deep sleeper and she goes down like that, kind of like you.
I'm like a huge insomniac procrastinator. Like I'll stay up super, super late. But when I finally get to
fall
sleep,
asleep in a car, dude.
that's true. Yeah. When I'm out, I'm out.
Yeah. I think that's so great for a relationship. If you can date someone who's a deep sleeper, I
Yeah.
don't know. I just feel like
Yeah, because then you don't get bothered by like,
Yeah.
truly.
And then you can micro flirt while they're dead asleep. You're like, she can't see us.
she's really out.
She can't see us. Let me touch that shoulder.
She won't hear it. No, Jen just, because I have chronic pain, so I'm up taking pills, whatever. Jen just sleeps right through it. I can turn on the light, anything.
Wow,
Yeah.
light is crazy.
Yeah. We have sleep masks too, which are, I love the sleep mask.
You know,
I have
want
a really
sleep mask.
nice one that almost helps me sleep.
Thanks to you, I have blackout curtains now, which are a game changer. So
Yeah,
thank
but
you.
you didn't have any curtains, Maddie.
I had a bed sheet. Yeah, the rooms definitely blow up.
You know what I should do? I should go to your place and do an adult inventory because you're not quite there yet.
Hilarious.
Of things that you need.
I'm out honestly doing a lot. Well, part of it, I was just broke. And so I was like, curtains are not like, I need like food. But like now I have like a little money where I can like decorate a place. Like I bought like plants. Oh my God. Okay. Mini story for my little section. Are you aware of the mechanical keyboard mod enthusiast subreddit? Not subreddit,
Maddie,
sub community.
No one is aware of
Alex,
this.
thank you.
How
Thank
do
you. I fucking knew Alex would know it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Absolutely goated, dude.
When people, you guys are losers. So is that the one where you put like the little like things on your buttons?
Sort of.
Like little.
If you're going to be fucking rude about it.
Okay.
No, well, yes, it is that. But it's also about like the feel and sound of the keys. Like you can customize them to make them so satisfying.
Oh.
Like people take out the switches under the keycaps and like lube them and like use different kinds of switches and it's so great. I'm not customizing it because I'm like,
You're
that's a lot of
wondering
work.
why you're having trouble sleeping at night. You're up on random subreddits that will never make an impact on your life.
Hilarious. Well, dare I say it has, because I bought a mechanical keyboard from this company that makes them, Epo Maker, I think. But it's so you click it.
Was this before or after you had curtain money?
This is after curtain money.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. But it sounds so nice, and I'm literally doing more work because I'm like, it's so fun to type on the keyboard. Like I don't know if I have like ADHD or something, but I needed like a little like incentive to like.
The comments
"Ooh,
will
it's so
tell you
fun."
yes.
I mean,
Isn't it funny that the comment section has never said no? you
Hilarious.
don't have that disability.
oh my
So
God.
fucking funny. 100% diagnosis rate.
Is your
100%
identity?
Wait, I gotta
diagnosis
write that
rate.
as a bit.
That's so funny.
Listen, I don't mean to be skeptical, but when you have a 100% diagnosis rate,
That's so funny. Dude, there's this great account
there
that's
are
run by
no false negatives.
there's a great account that's run by a comic. I think his name's Ian Hunt, and it's called The Power of Self-Care. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Oh my
Ian
God,
Hunt
and he's
has
like-
been around a while.
Dude, it's so
should be
fucking
bigger than
funny.
he is.
It's so funny, but
He's really funny.
Speaking to the overdiagnosis thing, he has like there was a post he made on there where it was like, he was like, "You are a helpless, powerful little baby." And I was like,
love
that's
that.
exactly the fucking problem, dude. He's so funny.
He and I started around the same time. He might have actually started before me. He's like a genius.
Wow.
And
I wish I don't know if I've
honestly, I
been on
should
a show with
probably
him or anything.
text this to him because I don't even know how much he's doing it anymore, but it just never really happened for him. Sorry, he knows that. But like, he is a genius. He
Wow.
is so
What-
funny.
I would love to see him do
is
stand-up, 'cause that
this
account
thing
is
you're
so
talking
fucking
about? Oh, it's an
funny.
account, Instagram
Yeah,
account.
Yeah,
you
it's called
made.
Power of Self-Care,
Sort of
and it's
speaking-
so fucking funny.
Well,
and he
actually,
posts a lot
let's get
on
his
it. It's
Instagram
awesome.
and follow him because he's fantastic. I would even have him on the pod. He had this kind of in that vein. He had this hilarious joke where he talks about like a woman who gets hit by a bus and becomes like a paraplegic and ends up on like a daytime TV show as like a source of inspiration. You know what I mean? Like those like kinds of segments. Like, look at this woman who's still hanging on by a thread. Isn't that remarkable?
Hilarious.
Like,
Yeah.
he's just really got.
Damn. Go follow Ian Hunt and
he's
Power of
so
Self-Care.
Ooh,
Well,
yeah.
I think it's time to wrap on that.
Right on.
On that note, congrats on your keyboard.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, and
Yes.
that story is just I slept at the airport, and then I went to the hotel, and I was able to check in time, and I got a nice little relaxing little pod sleep.
Now, do
I'm
you
very
have a way you're going to
pro-pod.
work that into gender or sex, or I think it was sort of the prostitution angle, the sex work angle.
There's something to that. Okay, let me see. I can
feel-
do it.
I feel like this
Oh,
just-
I can do it. Fuck.
I feel like it's giving asexuality. A little bit.
Bro,
The whole thing.
just dunked on at the end
so
of the podcast.
funny.
It's giving you're never going to have sex.
That's
no,
so
I
funny.
mean,
it's
that-
giving you don't want to in your core. That's so funny.
Well, I mean, the bed's tiny. I mean, you know.
There is
Pod
something about
feels
choosing
pretty,
that
like-
over a hotel. There is something funny about just going to the Rio, like because what you could have done is you could have gone to the Rio and see if the Comedy Cellar would have reimbursed you.
Oh, didn't even think about that. Okay, here's how it ties back into gender. I'm a woman because I didn't want to make anyone upset.
There you go. That's beautiful.
Wow.
We have it.
And so I
Thank you.
slept in a pod underneath the airport while a siren went off next to my head because I was like, I don't want to email them in the middle of the night.
It's fine. I made a mistake and no one needs to know. Well, thank you. Is there anything that you're working on that you want to promote?
Oh my God. Oh, I'm just touring still. Yeah.
All over the fucking world, dude.
Can I also say I love your nails? I've been
Thank
looking
you.
at them the whole time.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's part
so
of
sick.
Yeah, it's part of the character. Part of the brand. My nose starts to bleed. Yeah, so just atsukocomedy.com for where I am.
Go see her. If you like our stuff, you'll probably like her stuff. It's very different, though. It is very different.
Yes.
But I still think they'll
But
like
also
it.
same.
But also same.
Wow.
Maddie, anything for you?
I'm also on the road. I'm doing, I don't know when this is coming out, but Tulsa, Sacramento, San Francisco, Detroit, Wilmington, North Carolina.
Can I make this a big
Springfield,
Maddie plug?
Boston?
A lot of you guys are fake fans, and you're in the comments saying how much you love Maddie. How many of you are actually watching Maddie's pod? How many of you are going over to that Patreon? How many of you are on Maddie's email list? Okay, Maddie doesn't do as good a job of this as I do. Okay, she doesn't
pretty
have
bad at
the smarts. Well, you do have the smarts. You're just not really applying yourself. So what we need you to do is you need to go actually subscribe to that. Just let it run in the background. Do you support Maddie or not? You know? Go and get on the email alert. It doesn't cost you
Thank you.
anything.
Email
okay?
alert is huge.
Go see her comedy. It is some of the best in the world. That is not an exaggeration.
Thank you.
Maddie is one of the best doing it. Okay?
Thanks.
And Maddie is non-binary. Have you forgotten? You posted a black square. You post a little trans
let's
flag.
absolutely not do that.
You've
Let's
got
absolutely not
You've
do
got
that.
a watermelon in your fucking
Absolutely,
profile.
let's not. That's not the same thing.
How much do you?
I do not endorse this message.
You claim to be an activist. Are you going and spending money on a non-binary and a Japanese woman's holding a pigeon's show? Are you doing any of that?
I might just be a weird girl and I'm overthinking it, so don't beat yourself up.
Bisexual, sort of, but not really, because she's never done it. Okay?
Okay. Happy Pride.
Yeah. And then mine also. But you know to do that, because I've said it every day for years. Thank you for listening. Patreon.com/WHGS. We cannot do this without you. You can donate as little as $1. If you can't afford anything more, I'm not judging you, bro. I'm judging you by not donating. That's who I'm judging. $1? $1? Come on, that helps a lot. Helps Alex, helps me, helps Maddie, all our co-hosts, keeps us alive. If everyone did it, oh boy, I would never complain about anything ever again. Thank you if you're doing it. And then AshleyGavin.com for tour dates. We've got a bunch of cities coming up. And now the gay thought.
I'm letting you have one of three options. We have hardcore news. We have positive news. And then we have why is this news?
I love all three categories.
Which would you prefer?
Let's go with hardcore because it's making you really uncomfortable.
2 jailed in Senegal for criticizing the prime minister on gay rights. Senegalese court has jailed 2 men for spreading, quote unquote, spreading false news after they accused, and apologies if I'm butchering this name, Ousmane Sonko, the country's new prime minister, of tolerating homosexuality.
Oh, they accused him of tolerating.
Yeah, and they jailed them.
Wow. That's a really fun one to unpack, isn't it?
Activist and again, sorry for butchering.
Well, wait. Did they jail them because the rumor was wrong, or did they jail them because it was homophobic?
Because it's spreading false news.
Oh, that's a bummer. That's a bummer.
Activists Ba Diakate and Imam Sheikh Ahmed Tidiane Ndao were jailed for 3 months and fined 100,000 CFA francs.
For saying, not that this guy's gay, but saying that he tolerates homosexuality.
Yeah. They had been angered that Mr. Sonko had allowed a visiting French politician to express his support for same-sex marriages. So they weren't even...
Oh, my God.
They weren't even, like, saying, that's cool that you're doing it. They were angry that he could have potentially...
been linked to it. They're mad that he didn't come out and say, hey, Frenchie, fuck you and your gay rights. We don't do that here. They're mad that he didn't do that.
Yeah, and because of that, they got jailed.
Bro, that's gay of you. That's like really gay of you to be so put off by him not defending.
Yeah, I mean, it's wild. It's wild.
You're mad that your leader didn't go, yo, none of that gay shit here.
Yeah. Pause.
Yeah.
Pause.
That's pretty gay if you're riled up
and
about
you're paying
that.
the price for it by getting sent to jail.
Why are they called activists?
I guess they're
anti-gay activists.
activists.
That's really fun. I love that. Anti-gay
This is a
activists.
cool story.
Yeah.
Homosexual acts.
So much happening in that.
Homosexual acts are banned in the mainly Muslim West African country and are punishable by up to 5 years in prison.
I forget this so often. Like Jen and I were like, we made a bucket list of places we want to go. And I put Dubai just to see it. I don't really need to be there for a long time. I just want to see it because everyone says
yeah. I mean,
crazy.
it's wild. It's probably insane.
So, but then Jen and I are like, oh, can we go there? Can we be gay there? You forget that places you
That's
can't.
actually, yeah.
You can't go and be gay in places. You really, it's one of those things where you're like, oh, we've come so far. Everything's so great. And then you move a few hundred miles in any direction and you're like, oh shit, I actually can't do this here.
Damn.
It's really interesting because you'll hear straight people be like, why do people care anymore? Like, it's not a big deal. And then you'll just like throw a rock somewhere and you're like not allowed to be that there. It's really, it's just so interesting.
It's wild. So shouts out to the progress we've made here.
Yeah,
and
shout out to the anti-gay activists who are really making sure that content like this is...
If anything, it's a bit of a win for the gays because they got arrested at the end of the day.
I know, it's really hard to tell what we should...
It's one of the weirdest stories I've ever...
It's so conservative, it loops back on itself into liberalism. It's like, yeah. Well, anyway, thank you for repressing people and making this podcast go a little more viral in Senegal.
Fuck yeah.